Africa and sustainability. The future belongs to the African continent through the investment in the different segments of the society. Think tanks, decision makers, intellectuals came here to this important congress that was held in Cairo to discuss further how the future belongs to Africa through the investment in Africa's potential. Well, Africa stands strong in front of all challenges. It's always a pleasure here on Nile TV International to have with us tourism icon Dr. Anan Galali, and tonight, while we are talking about Africa and sustainability, we're talking also sustainability regarding the tourism sector, Mr. Galali, and I guess that was your address today during this important congress.
Africa is a forgotten continent. Africa has the largest human resource powers and the largest number of youth, which is missing today in different parts of the world. In Europe, in the United States, Africa have natural resources which is not existing in any place in any other continent. Africa is a pure virgin area which have a lot of PowerPoints, and the most of that PowerPoints have not been used until today. During this time, you can see around the world instabilities which affected many countries, affected political systems, economic force majeure situations, and I feel that today, and isn't the current time, Africa has the chance to become a major power area in all the world.
إذا كنتم ترغبون في تغيير وجه القارة الأفريقية، فالاتحاد الأفريقي كقيادة تستطيع أن تعمل وتدرس بشكل مركزي لمشروع عملاق لبناء بنية أساسية على مستوى القارة. أنا أتصور أن الأمن والاستقرار استثمار.
And more your anticipation from the eyes of a man of talents who has been awarded the Personality of the Year 2022 for this important sector.
Yes, it was from the World Tourism Organizations, and it was an honor for me to receive such an honor. It was an honor for me to see such a recognition. I'm not expecting that, but I'm proud as an Egyptian and also as a global citizen, like they call me. Egypt have a huge potential to be number one in the tourism sector. Egypt have not used the strong location which we have today or always had.
Egypt's culture has thousands of years of recorded history. In every major city, you'll find traditions that remain from the time of the pharaohs. Cruising on the Nile
We have so many different tourist destinations. It's not only one sea or one historical destination. No, we have so many different culture, different histories, different attractions, which are not existing in any place in the world. Moreover, we are in the center of the world. If you look in the tourist map or in the normal map, you will find Egypt in the middle for the east, yes, east or west, south or north. You have countries which can provide us with tourism, or we can provide us also with our products as industrial products or as agriculture products.
Explore Egypt. From Cairo to Alexandria, Sharm el-Sheikh to Hurghada. Try to discern the mystery of the Sphinx. Meditate on the symmetry of the pyramids. Explore incredible marine life in Marsa Alam. Safaris into the desert of South Sinai. Explore Egypt.
Egypt for Africa, for me, it is the gate to Africa. Because in Saloum, we have the North Africa gate. In Aswan, this is a few hours to so many other African countries. I hope to have things calling development union, development ministry, to join the PowerPoints which can represent us a new Africa for all the world.
نحن لدينا مصير مشترك. مصر تتطلع كعادتها دوما للتعبير عن شواغل الشعوب الإفريقية الشقيقة الرامية لتحقيق الاستقرار والتقدم ودفع عجلة التنمية قدما.
This is actually a very exciting time for Africa and for the theme of the conference. The future belongs to sustainable investment in Africa. This sense and this title also captures the excitement. Africa is now a growing investment destination for both the advanced and the emerging economies of investments that are really critical for growth to be sustained, besides also building on the infrastructure and the institutions. We find that Africa's greatest potential is in its people. I would like to thank everyone here for attending this important meeting and for their contributions, their continued efforts in addressing Africa's development agenda. I thank you all for your kind attention and for inviting me to participate in this important Congress. Thank you so much. Talking Africa sustainability, Africa and the future. A very important Congress, Mr. Ahmed Khattab, our economic expert and organizing this important Congress, The Future Belongs to Africa. We find here decision makers, think tanks, intellectuals, all coming discussing Africa's future on the table. Tell me more about the idea behind holding this important Congress and the ideas that emerge.
The future belongs to sustainable investment conference held today in order to encourage mutual trade in internal the Africa country. All of us know Egypt is the key country in the Middle East and the key country in Africa. So the future of investment in Africa depends mainly in Egypt, because Egypt have a new corridor and logistics area, new Suez Canal logistics area, and they have a lot of upgrading of infrastructure and ready for the future of export of all products through the Egypt gate. So today we will discussing the future of trade between Egypt and Africa. We're discussing the future of cooperation in the field of education, in the field of healthcare, in the field of sustainable investment and sustainable development. Also, we have a file related to women empowerment in Egypt and women empowerment in Africa. A lot of key speakers come from Africa, and all ambassadors African send a delegated person or ambassadors to participate in the session today. A lot of former ministers also related to trade and investment attend the session, opening session, and will attend the coming session. All sessions send a clear positive message about the future of investment between Egypt and Africa, and all the key message sent from the key speaker. Egypt is an open market for foreign direct investment, especially from Africa, and all of us will support the volume, will support the Africa trade to increase. Why? Because we have more stability in Africa, better than Europe today, and better than Russia and Ukraine and a lot of key countries. So this gap will be should be completed by Africa investment, and a lot of foreign direct investments should come to Egypt and Africa in the future, especially in the solar energy park, solar energy station like Bimban station, and a lot of sector related to petrochemical industry, because we have a surplus from liquid gas especially. Also petrochemical industry will have a chance to grow, and we have that chance also to increase the value and size of export from petrochemical sector and liquid gas. Especially all the key countries like Europe and Germany and Ukraine need such product in the future, because after the Russian-Ukrainian crisis. So the future of investment in the coming 20 or 30 years will focus in Egypt as a key country in Africa, and will focus in many African countries. And today we're here to send a clear solution how to open Egypt to be accepted more foreign direct investment, and how we increase the volume and size of export from Africa, not as a raw material but as a final product, in order to maximizing the profitability and open a new job for African youth.
بناتي وأبنائي شباب العرب وإفريقيا، حلمنا في المستقبل. لقد صنع شبابنا العربي والإفريقي نموذجاً يحتذى به ويمكن البناء عليه في الحوار البناء الجاد، وأكدوا بأن تكاملنا العربي والإفريقي هدف قابل للتحقيق، كما أكدوا بلا شك أن اختلافاتنا هي قيمة مضافة تعزز التكامل، ولم تكن أبداً سبباً للصدام والنزاع.
Africa is a youth country, and the majority of people in Africa youth. So we open a market today for youth to start a new operation in the programming of computers, and new industry will open like Sadat city last week, so launching a lot of industrial city. So such more creation of industries will opening new vacation for the Africa and the Egypt youth. So the future of the Africa will be better than all other country. Especially we have a qualified youth. Today we focus also on scientific research and education, even it's primary education or high education, because once we graduate a qualified student from university or from school, we have the chance to compete locally and overseas in Africa and all over the world. We have the chance to start a new project, especially in the new field like computer science and programming, like India, for example, and like China. So I think after today we have a lot of memorandum of agreement between many different countries, and also we have representative people from Saudi Arabia embassy. So it will also focus in how to increase the value and size of Africa, especially final product. And we have already a qualified engineering and qualified scientific research will focus mainly in how to maximize the export in the future.
Africa is the future. Everyone stated the same statement, but the way or the reason why I'm here, because I love Egypt, and I see that the future of Africa starts from Egypt and should start from Egypt. Egypt had the history, the knowledge, the ability to manage, to be the role model of what other Africa countries can do. Having the future of Africa based in Egypt, this is what we are really looking for as Arabs, our Muslims, our Mediterranean. I admire the Egyptian experience over decades of life and history, and that's what we really should build on it, and we hope all the best to Egyptians and Africa.
شباب مصر والعرب وإفريقيا، أوصيكم بالتمسك بأحلامكم والعزم على تحقيقها دون حيود أو انحراف عن أهدافكم السامية. اعملوا بكل جهد واجتهاد من أجل مستقبلكم ومستقبل أوطانكم. اجعلوا الحوار وتقبل الآخر دستوركم، والإنسانية شريعتكم، والعمل منهجكم.
This is something very important. If we look to China and what is doing in Africa and how heavy investment they are doing, the Chinese, we can understand what the value of Africa. Now, what we really should advise the African countries and the Africa as a continent is how to develop their management toward the future, the bright future that we look for Africa, because we really love the Africans. They are the place of all resources in the world, and I think it is good for them and for the whole world to see a bright Africa in the future.
That was exclusive with Taghreed Hussein here on Nile TV International, Africa and Sustainability. The future belongs to Africa. The participation of intellectuals, think tanks, decision makers, coming here at this important Congress in Cairo and coming up with recommendations for Africa's future.